Hi, I'm Anne Martel. I'm a serial entrepreneur, angel investor, and consultant in mergers and acquisitions.
Hi, I'm Nathalie Belanger. I spent most of my career working in technology, retail, e-commerce, and loyalty, mostly for large Montreal companies that operated worldwide.
And when did you join Anges Québec?
I joined in January 2021.
Okay.
I had done 3 investments beforehand outside of the Anges Québec network. So I think overall I've probably done about 16, 18 investments approximately.
Were you apprehensive when you joined the group in the first initial meetings? How did you feel?
You're a little bit nervous, not really knowing, how it's going to go down.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think I had any major discomfort or anything like that coming in.
And how active do you like to be in your investments afterwards?
It really depends. If it's a company where I think I can bring some value, I'd love to get involved. But if it's a company, if it's in medtech, for example, I don't know anything about medtech, so I'm not going to, try to help them out there. But if it's, technology company or consumer packaged goods company where I know that I can help, then I will try to help where I can.
Have you noticed a difference, say, when you're talking to female entrepreneurs versus male entrepreneurs? How do you go about just determining, the kind of entrepreneurs that you want to invest in and the businesses you want to invest in?
It's a very good question. Looking sort of beyond the product, looking beyond the market, I'm a big believer in evaluating the entrepreneur as well. Are they creative? Are they resilient? Are they being honest? Are they realistic with the opportunity that's in front of them? Or are they looking at it maybe with a little bit too much rose-colored glasses? So you have to really be a little bit critical, but also, I guess, believe in their mission and in their product as well.
And when you look at your portfolio of all the businesses you've invested in, what's the ratio of women-led businesses versus men-led businesses?
Actually, 50%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wonderful. right on.
Yeah.
We just need to get you to tip over a little bit.
Well, actually, we've had a couple of faillites in our investments, and the number is actually higher now of women-owned than men-owned.
What do you think is the value that women would add in that environment? What do you think that we bring to the table when we look at due diligence or just the investment process in general?
It's no different than in, corporate. If you have half the women in the executive ranks, or half the people in the executive ranks being women, you're going to make better decisions. And so if we have more women part of the due diligence process, then we make better decisions because you're bringing your baggage, I guess, and your expertise as a woman, as a consumer to the environment.
Perfect. And do you think that, if we were able to foster this kind of environment, there would still be a difference in the way that we would look at investments from a woman's perspective?
I really, unfortunately, believe that people like to connect with people that they recognize themselves in people. And so I think that, I hate to say it, a male investor is more likely to invest in a male entrepreneur, and a female investor is more likely to invest in a female entrepreneur. And so I think it goes the same might happen with, gender, with racial background. And so I think we're still seeing a lot of challenges with minorities, with women being able to raise the same amount of money as male because there are less female investors or less minority investors. And so I think that there really needs to be an increase in minority investors and also in female investors in order to sort of balance things out.
And what do you see as opportunities for women who are maybe interested in starting to invest in companies that are earlier stage?
When I look at the people that do investments through Anges Québec, for example, a lot of them historically were entrepreneurs who are now sort of wanting to support the startup business and startup network. And so I think we need more of those female entrepreneurs to sell their businesses with positive success and be able to come into the investor network and start investing. I think some of the other maybe opportunities are for male entrepreneurs to involve their wives, their daughters in, coming to the table and learning the role of angel investing.
What advice would you give to women who are maybe considering to join the community or apprehensive? What would be your advice to them? I
would say don't be afraid. I think that we need women investors in the ranks, maybe ask a friend to invite you to a pitch meeting and see how that goes and follow along.
Yeah. What's your best investment story? What story could you share with us?
I don't really have one yet, so we will see. I feel pretty strongly in the companies that we've invested that we know are doing good for the world. We invested in Blaise Transit, for example, that is helping bring public transit to secondary and tertiary geographies. And I think that's fantastic. They, are reducing greenhouse gas emissions by having less cars on the road. And they're also allowing those communities to have their citizens be able to travel by public transit. So I'm a big fan of Blaise, for example. There's a few others that I've invested in where I know that there's been improvements in health outcomes. And so we look at our invested dollars not just as a potential dollar return, but also as a benefit to the planet.
Nathalie, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.